Hello everyone. Now, this ongoing saga between USA Cricket and Ace just keeps rolling on, and it's showing no signs of slowing down. Let's break it down as to where things stand in this ongoing saga. So to recap, back in 2019, USA Cricket and Ace entered into what actually wasn't a formal agreement, but it was rather a term sheet. That agreement laid the foundation for a long-term partnership. Fast forward to August this year, and USA Cricket suddenly announced that it was terminating the deal, citing a laundry list of reasons. Now, Ace, not surprisingly, hit back immediately. They accused USA Cricket of misrepresenting facts, demanded the board's resignation, and even filed legal action. Then, things took a very strange turn. Out of nowhere, it was reported that US Congressman Lance Gooden called for the Department of Justice to investigate Ace, raising allegations of antitrust violations and irregularities in immigration practices. He even copied the US Attorney General and the FBI Director. Now, why a congressman would insert himself into the dispute between USA Cricket and Ace is not clear, but it certainly added another dramatic twist to this saga. Now, at one point, there were even reports suggesting that behind the scenes, USA Cricket had pulled back on its termination, perhaps reopening the door to working with Ace. But on September the 18th, USA Cricket released a formal statement that changed the picture once again. Now, in that press release, USA Cricket revealed that a federal judge had denied Ace's restraining order, which had been filed by Ace to prevent termination of the deal. In other words, the termination is still valid, and Ace's legal attempt to block it has failed, at least for now. But USA Cricket went even further. They said that the agreement with Ace was negotiated at less than arm's length, since there was an Ace insider sitting on the USA Cricket board when the deal was put together. They also argued that the agreement gave Ace unprecedented control over USA Cricket's finances, sponsors, and its broadcast rights, and even cricket events in the US, while tying USA Cricket's hands from pursuing its own partnerships. Now, on top of that, USA Cricket accused Ace of failing to provide consistent financial support to the national teams, falling short on promised infrastructure projects, and ignoring governance and accountability commitments, and refusing to engage in constructive conversations when concerns were raised. So, in short, USA Cricket's position is that Ace has not lived up to its commitments and instead has used the agreement to benefit its own for-profit venture, often at the expense of USA Cricket's growth. Now, the USA board has made it clear they intend to defend themselves in court and prove that the termination is justified. So, where does this leave us? Well, this is what often happens in these messy disputes. Once lawyers get involved, things get personal and positions harden. What might have been solved, across a table in private is now playing out in public, with egos, reputations, and outside parties all complicating the picture. And as we've already seen, the more public things become, the more new actors appear, from the ICC to politicians to outside stakeholders, all making the situation even messier. Look, the hope, of course, is that cooler heads will prevail and some kind of a compromise is eventually reached. Because look, at the end of the day, the real loser in all of this is the growth of cricket in the United States. And that's something the game simply cannot afford. So we wait and see. Until then, the saga continues.